PettyBlog.com. I can't be on the Petty Blog.
So let's get into this one verbatim via the NY Post. This 6-year-old racked up $16K on mom's credit card playing video games. Well, someone has made Santa's naughty list. 6-year-old George Johnson secretly racked up more than $16,000 in Apple App Store charges for his favorite video game, Sonic Forces, leaving his mom in shock. While working from home during the pandemic, Wilton, Connecticut real estate broker Jessica Johnson, 41, didn't realize the younger of her two sons had gone on a shopping spree on her iPad. Over the month of July, George bought add-on boosters starting with $199 red rings and moving up to $99.99 gold rings. That allowed him to access new characters and more speed, spending hundreds of bucks at a time. On July 9, a day when Jessica was working in the next room, there were 25 charges totaling over $2,500. It's like my 6-year-old was doing lines of cocaine and doing bigger and bigger hits. Wait, not lines of cocaine though. Nah, she funny, but I digress. When Jessica discovered Apple and PayPal were withdrawing hefty sums, $562 here, $601 there, from her Chase account, she assumed it was a mistake or fraud and called the bank, confused by the unitemized charges. The way the charges get bundled made it almost impossible to figure out that they were from a game, she said. Still clueless that it was George's doing, Jessica filed a fraud claim in July when her bill reached $16,293.10. But it wasn't until October that she was told by Chase that the charges were indeed hers and she needed to contact Apple. She realized it was George only when she reached out to Apple and was walked through a buried running list of all the charges. You wouldn't know how to find it without someone directing you, Jessica said. When she saw the Sonic icon, she knew it was George. Apple said, tough. They told me that because I didn't call within 60 days of the charges, that they can't do anything, said Jessica. The reason I didn't call within 60 days is because Chase told me it was likely fraud, that PayPal and Apple.com are top fraud charges. Jessica got no sympathy from a customer service agent. Even after confessing that she wouldn't be able to pay her family's mortgage, they're like, that's a setting you should have known, she recalled. Apple and Chase could not comment on the Johnsons' matter. She admitted she hadn't put preventive settings on her account because she didn't know about them. Obviously, if I had known that there were settings for that, I wouldn't have allowed my 6-year-old to run up nearly $20,000 in charges for virtual gold rings, said Jessica, whose husband cares for the kids full time. Wow, that changes things. But yeah, these games are designed to be completely predatory and get kids to buy things. What grown-up would spend $100 on a chest of virtual gold coins? Sega, the maker of Sonic Forces, did not return calls for comment. When Jessica explained to George the totality of what he had done, he said, well, I'll pay you back, Mom. Aw. How? I pay him $4 to clean his room. I literally told George, I don't know about Christmas. Still, she believes the blame lies with Apple. My son did not understand that the money was real. How could he? He's playing a cartoon game in a world that he knows is not real. Why would the money be real to him? That would require a big cognitive leap. She's now scrambling to pay off his debt. I didn't get a paycheck from March to September, said the mom, who works on commission. My income has decreased by 80% this year. I may have to force this kid to pay me back in 15 years when he gets his first job. Her advice to other parents, check your security settings. I'm appalled that this is even possible in these games and that Apple devices are not preset to prevent this. Now, come on, sis. We all know that Apple is about a bag. They're not about to preset nothing. But wow, the first thing I'm gonna say is that this is crazy for sure, but that 6-year-old definitely knew to go sneak mommy's card to use, huh? Sneaky kids. But in this case, I will also hold the father responsible for the debt too, because how are you the caretaker but didn't notice that the son did this? Like, you're not even a breadwinner here. But he was probably too busy playing 2K. Maybe. But this also goes to show that parents these days let devices and apps raise their children and are not more in tune with what their kids are really doing on these devices. I mean, he put these charges for over a week. And as his parents, you never noticed? Thank God all he was doing was playing games and not on the internet searching up and looking up things that he had no business to look up, right? Because his parents would never know. And unfortunately, this is the lesson the mother had to learn the hard way. She can't solely blame Apple and the video game companies. They're there for the money. It's the parent's job to vet what your kids are doing, period. Especially if your child is 6 years old. Hello. It's like leaving a child unsupervised in the kitchen and they go touch a running stove. The internet is almost as dangerous, if not more. Not physically, but mentally. Look, I know that during this pandemic, the little ones get very annoying, but handing them your iPhone or your iPad and telling them to go play ain't it. because they will play all right, and who won that game? I'm just saying. I'm not putting blame on the mom like that, but I'm just saying you do have to supervise your kids a little better than that, both parents. But all in all, we know a lot of you are parents, so with that said, what would you do if your child ran up $16K on your credit card on games that you have to pay back? How would you discipline them? Do you think the mom making the child pay them back in 10 to 15 years when they can get a job is the right punishment? We want to know your overall thoughts on the subject, so leave them below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more. And don't forget to hit that bell to join the notification gang. PettyBlog.com signing off. You still there? Yeah, you. Since you are still here, be sure to support this channel by checking out our store and buying Petty Blog merchandise, which should appear right under this video, or in the store section of this channel, which is right here. What we have in store for you is an I Support Petty Blog shirt and the Sips Petty mug. Cause the tea we be having for you, honey. And also be sure to shop at www.talkyoshirt.com for some dope unisex shirts like Faith It Till You Make It, Ignore the Ignorant, I'm Coming for Everything They Said I Couldn't Have, All Black Lives Matter, and Fuck Corona, cause it's fuck Corona, you heard? Oh, and don't forget to wear your masks. That's very important. These shirts do come with a free reusable mask, okay? Talkyoshirt.com. I'm out of here. Bye.